The cafe was a familiar refuge, but today, even the steady hum of the espresso machine couldn't drown out the unsettling quiet between us. I was still reeling from the Project Nightingale revelation, the cold, hard truth of my own unwitting sacrifice. Across the table, Liam, a former military contact I'd sought out for his detached pragmatism, nursed a glass of amber liquid, his gaze fixed on the rain-streaked window. He'd listened to my fragmented story, his expression unreadable. "You know," he finally said, his voice low, almost a murmur, "they teach you about the trolley problem in ethics classes. 5 lives versus 1. Simple, right?" He paused, a wry, humorless smile touching his lips. "But the real world doesn't give you neat tracks. It gives you a sinking boat, 30 souls, and enough room for 7. He turned his eyes to me, and for the first time I saw a flicker of something beyond his usual stoicism, a weariness, perhaps. I was on a boat once, not unlike that. Not a literal sinking, but a situation where resources were finite and the stakes were absolute. We had to make choices, not about who deserved to live, but about who could live given the parameters, who had the skills, the resilience, the capacity to carry the burden forward." He took a slow sip. "People talk about morality, about the sanctity of life. And yes, in a comfortable room with full bellies, those words have weight. But when the water's rising and the air is thin, morality becomes a luxury. It becomes a calculation, a brutal necessary arithmetic. You don't have time for tears or philosophical debates. You need someone to look at the numbers, make the impossible call, and then live with it." Liam leaned back, his gaze returning to the window. "I've seen the aftermath of those decisions. The ones who were saved, they rarely thank the hand that pushed others overboard. They just survive. And the one who made the choice, they carry the ghosts. But the alternative," he added, his voice barely a whisper, "is everyone drowning. And sometimes that's the only real sin." The rain outside intensified, mirroring the storm brewing within me. His words, stark and unyielding, resonated with the cold logic of Project Nightingale. My sacrifice, my pain, wasn't about justice or fairness. It was about the brutal arithmetic of survival, a hidden calculus that determined who lived and who became a ghost in the annals of an unseen war.